Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Premier League predictions. So there's 10 games obviously, plus 4 games in midweek because of certain games in hand. So we're going to predict 14 games. Before that, just quickly, I got 2 exact scores. I didn't even realise that. It started really badly. I got 5 out of 10 for outcomes. My correct scores were Newcastle Villa 1-0. Pretty good prediction, I feel. I had a feeling they'd win the game. I had a good feeling they'd win the game. And I said 1-0, and they did. They won it narrowly, 1-0. I guess I was close with Leicester West Ham. Yeah, Man United v Brighton. I predicted 2-0, and it was 2-0. So, yeah, there we go. The table is looking very tight and interesting, that's for sure. Especially with all the games in hand for certain teams. Anyway, Matchday 26 plus 4 extra games. Let's do this. West Ham v Newcastle. Newcastle have obviously won the last 3 games, and they haven't lost in the last 5. But this is where that run ends, I think. I don't see them going to London Stadium and getting a result against West Ham. I don't see it. I think West Ham will win that game. 2-0, I reckon, to the Hammers. Arsenal Brentford. I'm nervous about this game because we have a good opportunity to actually go into the top 4 now. We got a good we've still got some tough games left. Obviously, our games in hand are Liverpool, Chelsea, and Tottenham, and Wolves, which is on Thursday. We're going to predict today, actually. But still, we have games in hand, but they're against 3 tough teams. Although I would argue we should beat Tottenham, and Liverpool game is at home, and they are better than us, but we should really be looking to win that as well. But regardless, you know, games in hand are Spurs, Chelsea, and Liverpool. But right now, we've got Brentford and Wolves at home. Brentford on Saturday, Wolves on Thursday. If we can win both of those games, we'd be in a great position. That would be great. But I am nervous because it's Arsenal. Arsenal mess up a lot, especially in the last 3 months of the season, which we are getting to. So I'm worried. Realistically, we should at this point. I mean, I lost faith that we would when we lost to Everton, to be honest. But we got a chance now. We got a real chance. We got to take advantage, and hopefully we do. But considering the amount of times Arsenal have let me down in the past decade, longer than that, it's hard to trust my own team. I am going to the game. I look forward to it. I think I'm sitting near the away end, actually. I'm next to the away fans, so that should be an interesting experience. I'm hoping for a win, but you know, I thought we might beat Burnley, but we didn't. We drew 0-0. Obviously, it's been a while since then. Since then, we've beaten Wolves away, which was a big win because Wolves are now back in contention. They beat Spurs away. They're doing well themselves. United against Southampton, they lost, and Southampton also beat Spurs. Also drew Spurs. So you know, no wait, sorry, that's the wrong way around. Southampton beat Spurs and drew Man United, and then obviously Spurs have dropped points to Wolves as well. So it's like the teams around us are dropping points, and West Ham have played more games, and you're thinking, it's a good position here, but it's Arsenal, and we always mess it up, so I'm not confident, but I would love it if we made top 4. That would be amazing, and at this point, on paper, we really should, considering how results are going, but, you know, Arsenal are Arsenal. There's a long way to go. There's still 14 match days left. Well, 12 match days left, but for some teams, they have 14 games left. So we'll see, but I am not entirely confident. Let me stop talking. I'm going to predict 2-0 to Arsenal, but I'm very worried. As an Arsenal fan, I'm very worried, because it's a game we should win. And when we should win a game, we tend to not win it. So we'll see. Aston Villa, I think, will beat Watford 2-1. I mean, I can't trust Watford to win any game at the moment. They're just not winning anything. And they're down here. They should be, you know, they should be getting points up, but they're not. Villa, I think, will beat them. But I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 for some reason. Brighton v Burnley. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Brighton. A risky scoreline, but I think Brighton will win the game, but only just. I think Burnley will make it hard for them to be beaten, but I think Brighton will win the game. Although I say this, Brighton draw a lot. Burnley draw a lot. A draw would be an ideal prediction. I don't know if ideal is the right word, but it would be a likely prediction. But I'm going to go 1-0 Brighton. If it's a draw, I'm going to be annoyed at myself. Crystal Palace v Chelsea. Chelsea obviously back from the Club World Cup. I'm going to go for a 2-1 narrow Chelsea victory. I do feel Palace can actually pull something off. I actually feel they can. They'll be up for a big game. You know, on their day, they play pretty good football, and they got a good fan base behind them at Selhurst Park. They can definitely pull something off, but I got this feeling that Chelsea will win this game. Liverpool-Norwich. Liverpool batter Norwich quite a lot over the years, and I think they'll batter them again. 5-0, I think, to Liverpool. Southampton v Everton. Everton recently beat Leeds. Before that, they only won one game since October, and that was Arsenal. Southampton recently have they have beaten Spurs away, and they've drawn to Man United at Old Trafford. So they've clearly done quite well for themselves. And I don't think their momentum is ending here. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Southampton victory. Man City v Tottenham. Tottenham obviously struggling already. Lost their last 3 games to Chelsea. One was Chelsea, of course, Southampton and Wolves. And now they've got Man City away, who haven't failed. I mean, they failed to win here, but they haven't lost in a little while. That was Southampton as well. Southampton beat West Ham, drew with Spurs, drew Man City, beat Spurs, drew Man United. They always have these runs. They always have like one part of the season where they have a long run of good runs. And somehow it's this time of the season where they play all the big teams. Yeah, I'm worried about playing them now. Because we got them away, I think, soon. Anyway, back to where I was. I think City will win this game. I'm going to go for a... You know what? I was going to say 3-1. But for some reason, I'm thinking it will be close. So I was either going to go 2-1 or 1-0. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Man City victory. De Bruyne, 86th minute. There's my prediction there. Leeds v Man United. I think this could go either way. United obviously have failed to win quite a few games now. But Leeds are, you know, they're down here, lingering around this area. They're at home, and they'll be up for the game, obviously. They hate Man United. It's quite there's a lot of history behind this game. So they'll be up for it, sure, but I think United can go there and win. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's going to be a draw. Yeah, 1-1 draw between United and Leeds. Wolves v Leicester. I think we can count on Wolves here. Leicester are not exactly a bad team, but Wolves don't lose very often, and they don't concede very often, more importantly. They've got a very good defensive record. They're at home. So I think they'll keep a clean sheet, and I think they will win 2-0 against Leicester City. Right, this was a postponed game for snow, a heavy snow, bad weather conditions. I predicted this game in November, and my predictions obviously stayed there. So this is a postponed game from months ago in November, and I predicted 2-1 to Spurs. Normally, when this happens, I stick with my prediction. But for the first time, I'm thinking maybe I should change it, because Spurs are struggling, and Burnley away is not easy. But Burnley don't win very often. You know what? I'll stick to my rule. It's not really a rule. I mean, it's just me enforcing it. But I made the prediction 2-1 Spurs. I'm gonna firm it. All right, but I hope I'm wrong, to be honest. Watford v Crystal Palace. Obviously, these are all games in hand now. Obviously, we're done with the match day we're actually predicting. I'm thinking draw. 0-0. A very boring 0-0 draw between Watford and Palace. Liverpool v Leeds, I think, will end in a 3-1 Liverpool victory. And finally, on Thursday, I do not like Thursday Night Premier League, you know. It really annoys me. It really annoys me. Anyway, Arsenal Wolves. I'm nervous about Brentford. I'm even more nervous about Wolves. Yes, we did beat them recently away. and we had 20 minutes with 10 men as well. We held on, and that was good, but that doesn't mean we'll win at home as well. This is what I hope will happen, but we'll see. They don't concede much, I know, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to Arsenal. I say we score 56th minute and then 95th minute. Yes, it's going to be a very tight game, all right? But we get 2 goals. We managed to slip in 2 goals, all right? So, yeah, so here's my predictions. Arsenal to beat Wolves 2-0. Liverpool to beat Leeds 3-1. Watford to draw 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Spurs to beat Burnley 2-1 away from home. Probably the one I'm least confident about, apart from the Arsenal games, just based on their form. Wolves to beat Leicester 2-0. Leeds to draw 1-1 with Man United. Man City to beat Tottenham 1-0. Southampton to beat Everton 2-0. Liverpool to beat Norwich 5-0. Chelsea to beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Brighton to beat Burnley 1-0. Aston Villa to beat Watford 2-1. Arsenal to beat Brentford 2-0, hopefully. And West Ham to beat Newcastle 2-0. So I've gone for 2-0 quite a lot. But we'll see what happens. This was your boy Davidoff. Actually, wait, before we go, let me just see how many fantasy. 72. Okay. De Gea got 10. Diaz got 10. Cody got 6. Madison 5. Bowen got 13. Ronaldo 20. Obviously, the Man United players played twice, so obviously the points count, and I captained him. So, yeah, I benched the right players. I benched the right players. All right. Do I make any transfers? I got 1.5 in the bank. I don't know. I don't know if I make a transfer. Madison could come out for someone, I think. 8.4. I can get someone for 8.4. Or not. I could bring in Saka. Ward-Prowse? How many points is Madison getting at the moment? 5, 5, 2, 8, 10. And how's Ward-Prowse doing? Obviously, yeah, I know that's mate. I mean, neither is consistently getting high scores, so I don't know if it's worth doing that. I can't get Salah unless I take Ronaldo out, but that would take 2 transfers anyway, so it's just not worth the effort. De Bruyne is 12.1. Jeez, I need a free hit soon. I could do it now, but I won't. I know there's a double game week, but nah. I think I'll stick. Nah, you know what? Let's have a go with Ward-Prowse. He's got an easier game as well. Let's do that. Let's do that. How long is Jota out for? 50% ankle injury. 2 games missing out on as well. He's got 2 games, but look what those games are. I have to play 3 defenders. I want to put him in, but who would I take out? You know what? I'm gonna have a go at this. I'm just assuming that Jota won't play. That's what I'm assuming. Do I triple captain anyone? That's the question. Nah, it's not worth it, I think. Nah, it's not worth it. If they weren't injured... Actually... They've all got 2 games, but these 2 might not play. I might take a big risk and bench boost it. Anyone who plays FPL, let me know, have I made a good decision? Let me know immediately as well, because it'll be too late by Saturday. So you can use this 1 week. If you don't know what this means, use it for 1 week and all of your points count, including the bench. Normally the bench points don't count. If I activate this for 1 week, It counts, and they've all got 2 games. We'll see. We'll see. This is your boy David. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.